9:33 Eastern time right now. A live look at the big board here. The Dow down just about 11 points, closing roughly around 110 points on Friday. So a little bit open here in the red, but it appears to be right flat, at least right now. We brought you, though, the breaking news at the top of the hour about Facebook's parent company, Meta, fined $1.3 billion by the European Union. The social media platform found liable of sending user information to the United States from Europe.
With us now, Alex Acosta, the former Secretary of Labor under President Trump. Secretary, welcome. What does this really mean here? When Facebook was found liable of doing this, sending data information of users, are they sending photographs or direct messages? What's going on?
Well, they're sending a number of details of our European privacy. But here's what I think we need to think about when we look at this. Facebook will appeal the case. It will spend time in court. But this isn't the first time it's happened. Amazon, a little over a year ago, was fined almost $800 million for doing the same thing. And this really highlights that Europe is very protective of its citizens' privacy rights. They are a privacy-first society that takes these issues very seriously. And so my question is this: what does the U.S. do? And what does this say about us versus Europe? Are we protecting our own citizens vis-a-vis, for example, China? In some areas like healthcare, we're very protective of the privacy of our people and our healthcare data. But TikTok really highlights how the United States is far, far behind Europe and other parts of the world in protecting our privacy.
Yeah, again, a huge sum of money right there that obviously Meta is not going to bat an eye to. There will be a court battle over that. We'll continue to follow it. I wanted to get to the debt ceiling talks, if I can, with you, Mr. Secretary. There's a report that House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has spoken with President Biden on the phone Sunday. There seemed to be what they call, quote, common ground on raising the debt ceiling. The possibility of meeting today is what we're looking at right now, and perhaps finding some result between partisan politics on this. Your thoughts? Do you see common ground? Do you think something could get done before June?
Well, this happens every few years, and we're starting to see common ground. Sean, you reported about a month and a half ago, you spent a lot of time covering Speaker McCarthy's visit to New York, where he said we need to start talking about this, and the White House needs to recognize that we're Congress and this needs to be a negotiation. And for several weeks, the White House refused to negotiate. Now, all of a sudden, the White House is saying we need to hurry to negotiate because this deadline's looming. And to his credit, Speaker McCarthy has been consistent throughout. He said we need to control spending. We need to reduce this spending because it's causing inflation. It's affecting our mortgages, our interest rates. It affects every American when they go to the grocery store. And now President Biden has finally acknowledged that, in fact, he has to negotiate. I think he will negotiate. I think he has to negotiate. And so they have to find common ground because we cannot afford a default.
All right. McCarthy has put forward his plan. House Republicans have voted in favor of it, even Senate Republicans sort of backing that effort. So we're going to wait and see what happens at the negotiating table. Secretary Acosta, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you.
You got it. All right.